Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And welcome to the Chip and Cern Show.
Maybe.
Maybe?
I said, oh, baby.
Oh, maybe. Like,
maybe.
Maybe definitely you're here. We are back with another episode of Ask Chip and Cern.
V4.
Version 4?
Yeah.
It's for the fourth time. But, I mean, really, you can listen to 4 and then 1 and then 3 and then 2. Or whichever way you like.
Or you can listen one several times and then 2.
That's true. Well, let's. This is where we get your questions and we answer them. You get the advice from Chip and Cern.
Experts, I would say.
Expert advice. It could be dating. It could be fashion, relationships, sex. Ass eating, football, baseball. How to pick your fantasy thing. You get the point, folks. Well, Cerny, let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
It's the new year. People have resolutions, and I'm sure many people have the resolution of trying to quit smoking or quit cigars, chewing tobacco, drinking, whatever the situation is.
A vice.
They have a vice they're trying to rid themselves of. And this person asks, I'm trying to quit smoking, a vice. A rather broad question, but they dig in a little deeper here. They've been trying to quit for a couple months. They did the stop cold, and that didn't. Cold turkey.
Okay. Cold turkey
didn't work. They smoked the last cigarette, but then in a couple more weeks, 2 months later, they're back to 4 packs a day or whatever the situation is.
Okay.
Now they have smoked. Oh, now they go out casually at the bar, and friends will give this person cigarettes. They don't even know if they're addicted. They want to quit, but they just can't. What can they do?
They don't know if they're addicted?
I guess.
First off, I'd answer you are.
You probably are if you can't quit cold turkey.
Quit. I think I've read, for those who are trying to quit, so generally you have a routine. You smoke during car rides or whatever it is, probably the bar.
Yeah. So
if you want to quit, maybe skip that scene or change up your routine.
Mm-hmm. I think that's... Well, first, have you had any vices that you've had to rid yourself of besides chronic masturbation?
Get rid of.
Only turn the dial up on that.
I drank soda.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
right. Yeah, you're a big Coca-Cola guy.
So I don't drink soda. Coca-Cola, right?
Okay.
So bubble water.
Okay.
So it's kind of the same bubbly sensation,
but not as... It's not, yeah.
And it was a slow progression.
You didn't. It wasn't a one day you just threw all the Coke out in your house and.
Yeah, no, it was and then it was like and then after a while of I'm drinking, I might as well just stop.
Yeah. Now, people try to quit coffee and all this stuff. Are you? You don't still do the Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar every once in a while?
Every once in a while I will.
Okay.
If I'm dragging, I am going to just crash. I need to just an immediate pickup.
Yeah, totally. And I had chewing tobacco for a while, since I was like 15 or something, until I was like 25.
So we'll say 10 years.
So 10 years. And I quit cold turkey, but Cerny knows me. I can kind of go from one thing to the next pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And it was a big thing, like my advice for what Cerny said too. We both played baseball. So that was a huge trigger for me, was, okay, go to practice or go to the game. I can smell the grass, smell the leather.
Cut grass, yeah.
I'm like, okay, got to get my dip, got to throw my dip in. And as soon as I kind of stopped playing baseball and, was going to class instead of going to the baseball field, hey, I wasn't really craving that anymore because I wasn't having that same thing. The person who asked the question, it seems like they're still trying to do their same routine, but then just they're trying to stop, but they're in their same routine. So
and I think it's they like the idea of quitting, but they don't want to quit either. As I'm reading into it.
You have to, and you always hear, "Oh, I tried to quit before," and it's like, "Well, why did you want to quit?" Well, the old lady was bagging on me, or the doctor said I got to quit. It's not for you.
It's somebody else's,
Right, and you always hear like, "Oh, why did you quit?" It's someone that it stuck, and they're like, "Well, I went to the doctor, and he said, I have like early stage signs of lung cancer or something," and it really scared them straight, or sort of thing. Like, it was for them, or oh, my daughter was born, and I, wanted to see her get married, so I quit smoking, or whatever the situation.
Yeah.
I don't know with smoking in particular, but I know for dipping, like obviously it's oral fixation type of thing. So maybe try, getting some sunflower seeds or
gum,
something,
cigarette case, maybe a dick. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Big dildo, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend the pens or the e-cigs. I would probably say
no.
I don't know how much safer those are for you.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not really versed into the e-cigarette.
Yeah, I haven't looked too much into them.
Maybe lollipops or whatever it is.
Something. But you'll always see someone. I guess the Nicorette gum is probably a little better than that, but
I would probably say gum would probably. Usually, if like when I went to soda or whatever it is, I'll throw gum in just.
And I'll notice these sparkling waters or mineral waters are pretty good because, if I'm like, okay, don't drink for, during the week or whatever the situation is, if, after dinner or with dinner, I'll usually have a beer or a glass of wine or something. Yeah. Okay, let me get a water. It feels like a special treat or something. Yes. So if you're trying to quit alcohol, maybe try getting a sparkling water or, having a nice...
buy yourself a hookah.
Yeah, get a big hookah and put it in your living room and blow hookah smoke rings all the time. Right. Yeah. So I think you could do it.
Yeah, just want to quit first, and then
adjust your routine,
and
then maybe even do pit one addiction with the other. So
so you're
go running,
smoking. So you want to make a change. So that you have to change basically everything. The other day.
Totally. So. Routine. I agree. I think we nailed that one. We should fucking shut the pod down after this. Yeah. We done it.
Slide over, Dr.
Scott
Drew.
Will thank us.
Dr. Phil. Chip and Cern.
Dr. Phil. What a clown. Oh, my. Hurtful, awkward emails from Grandma. Where do we go from here? Here we go. Nana sent a short email, which is a first surprise that she can navigate.
Fire that thing up?
We were hurt and disappointed we didn't hear from you over the holidays. I guess you don't know what the definition of love is. That's nice. This person did not respond, and then she got another email with 6 paragraphs of, quote, what is love, and questions for me to answer. Oh, my God. Do you think about what others have given up for you to make your life better? Do you put yourself before others? Do you put yourself in other people's shoes? So exactly. Nana the passive-aggressive grandma keeps emailing her, and she asked me that I email her once a week. Oh, my God. She wants... She says she's going to withhold next year's Christmas presents if a thank you note was not sent to her. How should I respond? Well, Cerny, what would you do with this Nana? Feisty bitch.
It is. Now, this also depends on your relationship with your family.
The Nana's, your parents. Like if it's your mom's mom or whatever.
We, so I don't know if it's grandma and grandpa, or if it's whatever.
Yeah.
Let's say this person lives. So, you know me.
Yeah.
Something like someone would give me the ultimatum, I would have chosen I'm gonna dig my heels in and we're gonna play the stalemate game. I don't negotiate with terrorists
or passive aggressive grandmas.
Yeah. So that probably would maybe not for the right. It's probably the wrong way to do it, but that's probably how I would have reacted. Now,
I might ask this person, why didn't you send her a message during the holidays?
Yeah, that's kind of. If all you have to do is send an email, I mean, shit, we gotta drive all over the fucking state.
Right, you're getting off easy.
Yeah, an email, that's lazy.
Yeah, that's a good point. So my grandma has doesn't really email me, but has called me from time to time, and Cern's privy to this, and has told me that I'm going to hell.
Yep.
And I usually go, I hope the weather's nice, and then see you later. And then so they wonder, well, like, oh, why don't you like try to come out of your way to like come hang out with them? Like, doesn't seem like a very nice person that I want to hang out with. Like, with this situation, I don't know. I probably would not talk to this, or I would talk to my parent or whoever. Like, if this was your dad's mom, I would say, what the fuck's going on with grandma? Why is she being a huge bitch right now?
Yeah, filter it through. I like that.
And then, or the, so let's say it's your dad's mom. I would talk to your mom and say, like, how do you deal with grandma? Because obviously probably the wife is getting some side of this as well. If grandma's going to start this thing of like, you're not going to get a Christmas present, like that's fucking childish.
First off, what are your presents?
Yeah.
Fabergé eggs or
right.
Save your King's ransoms? My dick.
Save your $20 bill and a card, and I'll fucking be okay with that.
Sack of nickels is not wanted, bitch. So give me a break.
Oh yeah, I am paying for your old care home. Don't bite the hand that's gonna take care of you and bury you. So, it is hurtful, I'm sure, to hear that from your grandma. Obviously, she has some other issues going on. I would try to work with the parent who is their offspring. Yeah. And then your other parent, if that's the case, to figure out the best way to handle it.
Figure out the best parent to work through.
Yeah.
And then.
But if they start with this, and hey, maybe you can, it might be good to look into the mirror and say, hey, you know what? I really only say hi to my grandma during the Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah. Maybe I'd shoot her if it's an email, you could set that shit up automatically. Yeah. Fucking get a Hootsuite account and send it from your Twitter. Yeah. Hey, grandma, miss you. Like every month she gets the same message. You don't even have to do anything. And it takes a couple minutes. If it's just an email and you look and she's not being whatever and you haven't reached out.
So after you jacked it and you're in your refractory period. Yeah. It's an email.
Right. While you're clearing your history. Send the email to Nana. There we go.
Solved. Not sure how to take this advice. Any advice.
So I have this girl who I've been close with for a few months and have been flirting with for
missing a comma.
I can't read this fucking thing. Look at this giant. Skip.
You don't get advice because you don't know the English language.
Need some advice. Bad breakup devastated me.
Okay.
We were together for 4 years. I came
some time
home.
Investment.
That is a while. And he told me to leave, and all my stuff was packed. I was in shock and could not talk. I left. I clearly never wanted to talk to him again. I can't believe I didn't know him. Couldn't believe a man could do this. Has anyone been through this? Okay. Well, this isn't much of a question. This is just venting.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this. If you've been together for 4 years, and you come home and all your stuff's packed, and he says, get.
Probably an affair, I'm guessing.
That or it's just been rocky.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah, it's not like, what? We were just walking on the beach holding hands yesterday.
Yeah. No. The odds are it's like, well, for the past 2 years at dinner, we've just been eating and how's your good? We haven't had sex in 8 months.
No blowies.
Yeah. I haven't got a blowjob since wedding night, things like that. And you will, so this person's very devastated. This is when you send the SOS out call to your friends.
Yeah.
And like your girlfriends rally up, or, if this happened to one of us, our guy friends would come. And for the next couple weekends, we just go get fucking trashed. Yeah. Go to some like
trying to get
dive bar in Reno. Yeah. Just find some.
All right. What about her?
Yeah. Whatever. She's breathing. Go for it. Or if she heard our other podcast, maybe she's making the first move. You never know. So
I thought you were going to say something
else. Yeah. Okay. If so, bad breakup that's devastated you. Here's what I would do. I would probably block or like unfriend on Facebook or like
change your passwords to your shit.
Yeah.
Your bank,
obviously that kind of safety type stuff. Get a new credit card, all this kind of shit.
SOS it.
Yeah. Send the hoo out to your friends. Time to go out. Time to go to the bars.
Yes.
Get drunk for a couple nights in a row. Go have a couple guys' nights, girls' nights, whatever.
I'm going to assume
no kids.
Yeah, and also that. But I'm also going to assume she's going to say, "I can't believe I wasted 4 years."
Oh, okay.
So maybe let's take a positive spin and say maybe not wasted, but learned about relationship.
Totally.
Within 4 years.
That's a
do's,
good
don'ts.
Cerny. What a good point. I must commend you on that. That was take a positive spin, and because when anytime anything bad happens, people kind of like it's fun or not fun, but people sometimes enjoy like wallowing in their sorrows, sort of.
Are you
and
okay? Is there anything I can do?
Yeah. So turn that frown upside down.
Yeah.
And go out and get zooted with your friends. That's what I would say. This is some career advice. Bending over for that promotion. This is very topical on our last podcast about dating coworkers.
And bending over.
Would you ever have sex or engage in some kind of sexual contact to get ahead in your career, whether to land a new business or clients or get that promotion? Or just to plain indulge desires and nail a superior or person in power or authority? I don't know. Is this a man or a woman? I'm going to do some judging. This is probably a woman, just because
That's my judging as well.
Yeah. I have never bent over for a promotion. I've been bent over and passed by. No.
So she's talking about doing it.
Doing the dirty to get a
promotion. Okay.
Does this kind of stuff even happen?
I don't think so.
Now, they mentioned here land new business or a client. This is where I could see it kind of getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Let's say you're a salesperson for fucking, I don't know, you sell like shower curtains or something.
Yes.
And you go to the Motel 6 buyer of shower curtains, and you take him out to the dinner and stuff, and you're like, well, and he goes, well, if you blow me
for a piece of that ass.
Yeah, if you blow me, you'll get the Motel 6 shower curtain account. You're like, oh, I could really put Johnny through school on that shower curtain money at Motel 6. That would be a lot of money, though. Could you imagine getting that account? Jesus.
That would be a quinkening.
But then once you make that one call with the blowjob, that's going to create some sort of relationship with this person that they're going to think that this is always a thing that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I can pull those curtains right out if you don't,
Exactly. Yeah. The next time you go for your account checkup, you're going to be like, oh God, he's going to think that he needs something else or further or more. And then once you've done it for one client, what's stopping you from doing the other? Slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope.
Slippery slope, as some people say.
And it's not earned.
Yeah, some people
slightly earned, but I mean,
right? Yeah, it is called a job
but
it is, I guess, a moral thing. Like, okay, you do that, get that promotion, that big account, and you're like, well, is that on my druthers, or is that because of my great oral skills?
True,
or both.
Plus,
or because I tingled his balls and caress his bunghole.
Plus, if you're struggling over it anyway, how are you going to feel about it afterwards?
Oh, Cerny, you're on fire today. This is a good point. If you are already inquisitive with yourself, like, if I do this, and if you're already second guessing, don't bother.
Yeah, don't bother.
Because you're really going to feel guilty or whatever after that. And he could totally be using you. He might not give you the shower curtains.
Yeah, like, well,
so you blew him for nothing.
You didn't caress my balls good enough, so
you only put one finger in my hiney, not two. Not your whole fist. Oh. All right, here we go. More career advice.
Okay,
guys. Yes. Chip and Cern. Yeah. How should I deal with being ridiculously attracted to a married man I work with? Oh
boy.
Well, first of all, he's loyal to his wife, and he's mostly content with his marriage. So
mostly
I'm not
content. So
they've done a little flirting, I'm guessing. Okay. Probably a little flirting.
Like, say, who's doing the mostly content judgment? Has he said it, or is she taking like he smiles at her, goes, "Hey, hi, how was your weekend?" He wants a piece.
Yeah, that's. Or has he said, "Oh, well, or she might say, "Oh, well, does your wife, caress your balls whilst blowing you?" He goes, "What's blowing?" I don't. And then you're fucking easy.
Well, does she put a finger in your butt?
2. Let me see. I don't want him to think I'm being incompetent or not looking confident at work, but I can't put sentences together when he's there. Wow, this person is head over heels. I go speechless around him. Gee, who's he fucking working with? Brad Pitt?
I know.
Fucking Christ. I don't know. What do you do? Have you...
I'm looking like an idiot or a snob and also get a little emotionally involved when making decisions that he has to deal with and worried that others will start to notice.
Wow. I mean, this sounds like a huge problem that you almost can't properly work. I would seriously say maybe you need to look for another job.
I like this sentence. I know I need to get over it, but I'm in my eyes. He is the cat's pajamas.
Okay, we're in the 50s now.
And I don't know how to stop feeling this way. Thanks.
Now, I don't know if this would help or hurt the situation, but maybe if you relieved yourself with like a mental picture of him or something at your house, that might that might help you get over it, or that's just another slippery slope.
They go either way.
Right. That could just further your thing.
There's no staying stagnant after you do that. You're either going one way or the other.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay. This is some odd advice.
Okay.
I would say try to meet his wife.
Oh.
And like see how his relationship, or like make the connection to where you would feel really guilty about liking him. So like, he has lots of kids or something, or him and his wife are high school sweethearts and they've been married for 20 years and they have 4 boys.
I do like that.
And that way that you're like, I don't want to be a home wrecker, and maybe that'll kind of calm down your moistness.
What play a little devil's advocate.
Okay.
So what if his wife, in this lady's eyes, is a
isn't
few levels in the attractive department below her?
He settled way back in college and he could have got me.
Yeah. Possibility. But if they befriended, if you're saying about friends, I think that would be the right path.
Yeah. Now, we don't know much about the work situation. I mean, you can try to do the flirty thing, but I mean, this kind of stuff can really kind of get you in trouble depending on what the situation is.
Yeah.
I guess
especially
you can
not even be able to form a sentence.
So would you try to pursue it a little bit, or would you?
Probably not. We've already said not to really go after the work thing anyway.
Yeah.
And now you're going after the work thing with a married man. That's a good point. Fast track getting blackballed and canned.
I would try to. You seem to be a little obsessed with him or something. Maybe every day make it a point to say like hi or mention something to him so that it kind of takes him off the pedestal that you seem to have him on.
Yes.
And then make a more personal connection to his, like go look on his desk like, oh, these are your kids. He's like, oh yeah, this is little Johnny. He has, he's in a wheelchair or something. You're like, oh my God, I don't want to fuck this up for him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's our advice. That is a fucking tough one, though.
That is a tough one.
And I would seriously, if you can't get over it, go fucking, you need a new job.
You need to start looking.
Because it's like you have a drinking problem and you're like, I mean, I can't go to work without taking a sip of whiskey on lunch. I mean, I can't put words together and stuff.
I'll start my day off with a nice hearty breakfast of Jack Daniels.
And OJ.
Oh, God.
Would that be good?
No.
What's the only thing good with OJ? Tequila and vodka.
Yeah.
And
you do tequila
champagne.
sunrise stuff. Yeah. So you have your options.
Yeah, just
stay away from the whiskey.
Actually, beer mosa. Have you heard of beer mosa? Like a Stella with orange juice?
No, but
it's like a mimosa just with beer.
I'm doing that.
Yeah. Beer mimosas after the pod.
Yep.
All right. I think this one will probably wrap it up for us here. This is a dating question.
Do you think he lost interest because we did not have sex? Or is he thinking?
Interesting. Is that so? Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go, Cerny.
Now we're blowing it up. Now I can see it.
Get plus 500% for fucking Cerny. Oh, now I've gone too far. Okay. Oh, my God. I had a date with a guy from my company whom we've previously kissed. Was dating coworkers.
What is this?
We went with the
They're
nice
not
bar.
Listen to Chip and Cern.
They're not. I mean, that's fucking clear.
Yet, so it's okay. But
we got quite. So they did a little flirting at the bar. He invited me up to his flat, his house, apartment.
Okay.
Where he said he just wanted to hold me in his arms. So we went up.
Well, that's okay. First off, late. So some guy says that. Either he's going to lock you in his dungeon
and skin you like one of his skinned cats,
or he just wants to do it.
Yeah, the hold in the arm, that, right. Oh, like he's just like, oh no, I don't want to have sex. I just want to hold you. I just want
to hold you, my arms. We can stare at each other all night.
And if you're curious about like what does a serial killer do in a bar, tune into our dating episode. And the last bit, Sir and I go through a very detailed role play. Not a role play, but a scenario.
And then when you know that, when you hear that, you'll know. You'll spot him every time.
And then you can get out of it. Anyway, back to this. You made it clear. She made it clear that she's not a sex on the first date type of girl. You go, girl.
Yeah.
And we kissed, and the whole situation got very hot. And then she kind of left.
Told her to leave. He agreed, saying that he can't resist anymore. And within 10 minutes, his other side will come out.
Oh my God. I would fucking run.
And never come back.
As he sharpens a butcher's knife.
So I left. He asked me to text him when I reached home. I did so. But the next day, he did not reach out. Do you think he lost interest because we did not have sex? Or is he thinking? Or he wanted a one-night stand. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But he didn't, so he moved on. Thank you for the answers.
Well, I think we kind of... This ties back to one of our other episodes that we've done where we kind of talked about why some girls don't make their first move.
Oh,
look at that.
Yeah.
She got denied, and now she's not going to be as forward potentially. I would say with this scenario, especially if he said his other side will come out, that kind of wording, I would say you fucking dodged a bullet, sister.
Yeah. First strike, he just wanted to come up and hold you in his arms.
Yeah. I want to hold you so you can never run away.
Yeah.
I mean, I never run.
No.
I mean, I don't want you breathing anymore.
I mean, yeah.
My other side is going to come out and cut you.
Yeah, that's strike two. So I wouldn't even worry about
this guy. I'd fucking block this number and never go to that bar again because great.
Yeah.
I would say if you're not a sex on the first date type of person, great. Good for you. And if guy... maybe this isn't some guy that you want to be in a long-term relationship with if he can't get over that fact.
Yes, I agree.
Done and done.
Done.
Done and dusted.
You dodged one.
You dodged one. Very good, Cerny. Well, another Ask Chip and Cern in the books. Crushed it. We done good. And we have many more episodes. We're over 50 episodes now.
That is
so,
and 5,000 downloads.
Yeah.
Total.
Thank you, folks, for tuning in and, of course, sharing with your friends. If you like this episode or any of our shows, give us a shout on any of our things, and we'll send you some stickers.
Chip and Cern Show, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Chip and Cern Show, Gmail.
And if you're looking for some merch, a hat, a T-shirt, or some stickers, chipandcernshow.com/shop. And... Black Friday sales still going on, Cerny?
Black Friday sales.
Outstanding. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.